Everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a 2-page summer layout using a couple of different Simple Stories collections that I kind of forgot I had. I've been using a bunch of other summer collections from Simple Stories. So I went back into my stash once I remembered and grabbed out these. This is the Sun-Kissed collection. I can't remember. Maybe it's the Summer Days is the other one. They complement each other really nicely. So I got this layout idea from Life and Layouts on Instagram. And I am going to have multiple pictures on this page and then just a couple of pattern papers. So I have the wave paper that I cut, and then I am going to round my edges, and then I cut that polka dotted paper to go down the page, and that's kind of going to be a mat, so to speak, for a couple of my photos. I am going to be documenting a trip to the Moat Aquarium in Clearwater that we visited a couple of years ago now. And quite honestly, these pictures have just been kind of hanging out because I wasn't sure how to, or what to use with them. And I just decided to use a fun, bright summer collection. So that is what we did. And then I actually end up bringing in a bunch of other, products from other companies that have been in my stash. I have a summer iris container that has just kind of an assortment of papers. The Simple Stories collections that I've been working with previous to these, with that new Summer Snapshots collection, the ones that kind of coordinate well with those, that was in this iris container, but now that is primarily just with the Summer Snapshots collection. I have so much of this collection, and I think it's Sunny Days is the other one, and they match so well as the Sun-Kissed from Cocoa Vanilla Studios. So that is in like one of the paper envelopes. So I have a lot of summer collections that I just need to shop my stash and keep using up. So I did decide to bring in this blue. There are some blue polka dots. One thing I wanted to do, or I guess chose to do, was bring in that polka dotted paper because it has so many different colors in it. I like to, use multicolored paper because then it's easier for me to embellish with all of those colors. I feel like it would have been hard for me to just keep kind of that nice aqua wave paper. It would have been hard for me to add a bunch of colorful embellishments with just having that paper on the layout, if that makes sense. That's just something I do. Just a preference of mine. So I did I wanted to bring that polka dot paper to page 2 as well. And so I kind of did a larger mat of that polka dotted paper and I rounded those edges. I did bring that polka dotted paper over to the left-hand side of the page though. And I don't know, it could have been in the middle and I could have rounded all of them, but because only the 2 outside edges of that wave paper are rounded, I felt like I should kind of, bring those papers and those pictures to the edge and then just round the 2 edges as well. So you can see that I do have the 2 4x4 pictures, and I matted those with the white and the navy as well and just stacked them right kind of in the middle of that polka dotted paper. I am also going to double mat this photo here of the 4 of us. I kind of set that to the side because I think want to pop that up on some foam tape and draw attention to it. So once I kind of have that, and I apologize for the lighting. My mom got me new lights for my birthday, and I thought I was going to love them. It cut my light situation from 2 down to 1. But they're so bright and leave such a reflection on my photos that I'm still trying to figure that out. So I apologize. That's a turtle at the top in that top photo, if you're wondering what that is. So I apologize for that. I am still kind of trying to work work it out with how I can utilize that light but not have the reflection. So this is when I had gone into that iris container and found a bunch of other embellishments. Actually, no, this is just that sunny, what was it, sun-kissed. These are those embellishments. I haven't even got to, oh man, there's so many. I haven't even got to the iris container yet. I did want to kind of maybe separate the edges of that polka dotted paper. And so I brought in an orange, it was just a scrap piece, and I was able to cut that in half and then add that to the edges of that kind of white based polka dotted paper. So these are all from those two Simple Stories collections. Again, I just have so many. I think I got the majority of them at Tuesday morning and just kept finding them and kept buying them. I do have some of my ephemera is from Echo Park. I don't remember the collection, unfortunately, but that Under the Sea, that Shark Mode, and Live Life Like an Adventure, those are all from that Echo Park collection. Again, this is just kind of a collection of all collections. I just wanted, you know, kind of aquarium feel with my embellishments, and the Echo Park ephemera pack definitely brought that feel. And so I used my Summer Fun title. That is from the Sun-Kissed or the Sunny Days collection. I did have a couple of shark flares from Scrap and Happy Studio that I have not been able to use up yet. And so some of them say like swim and that, but there were a couple that were plain that I knew I wanted to utilize for this layout. The two photos on the right hand side, those both have sharks in them. The one on the left, it's hard to see from here, but my husband and boys are kind of up on that ledge behind the fence, of course. But there are people in there, so it is kind of hard to see, but there are, yeah, my family in there. So here's that other flare from Scrap and Happy Studio. I'm going to add that to the top. That's so much fun. And then just that shellfish. Those two pieces of ephemera at the top are from the Echo Park collection. And again, just kind of going through all the different pieces I have. I don't think I have even gotten into that iris container yet. Or I'm just starting to. I think that Sun in the Fun and the, I want to say Life Raft, Life Preserver ring. The ring, those are from Bella Boulevard, as well as I found these puffy sea animals, and I kind of went crazy with these sea animals. I've had them for so long, and I thought it was perfect to use on this collection. So I did add a sea turtle at the top, a seahorse down at the bottom there, and then just kind of piecing together the little clusters. Again, this kind of came together pretty quick, but there was just so many embellishments that I had to go through to find what I wanted to use, that it took kind of longer than maybe it should have. So now I'm just kind of wondering what to do. You can see I'm kind of going through the other pieces. I've brought in these stars here and decided to sprinkle those throughout the clusters just to kind of finish that off. The cluster at the top only had 2 elements. I like to have 3 as well. I guess the bottom cluster only had 2. And so adding that star kind of just helped round that out a little bit for my liking. And so I'm just kind of scattering the stars throughout the other clusters as well, to bring like elements into the clusters. I still apparently have to prop this photo up on foam tape. So just kind of using bits and pieces of what I have. I am back for the most part using the foam tape from Dollar Tree. I went one time and they had a bunch, so I stocked up on the rolls, the circles, the squares. So that is primarily what I am using anymore. I do have a little bit of some rectangles from Hobby Lobby that I have that I will use here and there when that kind of size is the right size. But I don't know. I really like the Dollar Tree foam tape. So I kind of wanted to do a little bit of journaling, and so I added the journaling strips to the bottom of those 2 photos, tucked the edges under the flare from Scrap and Happy Studio, and then added that cute little jellyfish. Just another place where I could bring in one of the cute kind of puffy animals. So just a whole bunch of different collections for this layout. I love the way it looks though. I think it's just so fun. If I can find the Sun-Kissed, or I think it's the other Sunny Days collection, I will link those down below for you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye guys.